what you're seeing out there is indefensible. You can't hide it. Normal people who live paycheck to paycheck are getting slaughtered right now. Slaughtered. The job market is awful. You can't get people to work. If you can, they stink. People can't find good jobs. People can't afford gas. They can't afford eggs. They can't afford meat. People are looking at the stock market. They're looking at inflation killing everyone, and they know this is bad, and it's looking really bad. So if that was you, if you were in charge and that was the situation, inflation high, gas prices high, you would probably get up to the microphone and say something to the effect of, hey, I know you're hurting. Me, my team, we are on it. We're gonna do the best we can to ease the pain for you and your family, try to get us back to some semblance of normalcy. That's what you would do, because you're a normal, sane human being. What are they doing? Well, when you have everything in your pocket, you can just get up and say, the economy, we're killing it.
Let's be clear. When America's recovery was flat on its back and the economy was flat on its back, it was the Democrats, without a single Republican vote, that brought us back.
Not a single Republican vote brought us back. He's claiming, one, we're back, and two, their massive bill brought us back. Do we feel back? Do you feel back? Because I'll tell you, I've got some facts and figures in front of me. I don't feel back at all. And look, we're not back. Inflation's already up 7.9%. Average American family now spending $3,000 a year for inflation. You got an extra $3,000 in your pocket? Just got some pocket change laying around there? And look, they have a two-prong strategy. And all blatant lies, but it's a two-prong strategy. The sky is green, right? One, Democrats brought the economy back. But two, if you're mad about that, well, you have some people you can blame. First and foremost on the blame, Putin.
Because of the rescue plan, 4 million more jobs are created. Unemployment is 2% lower than it would have been, and had we failed to ask. And it didn't cause the inflation. Make no mistake, inflation is largely the fault of Putin. Never forget what we've accomplished together so far. And by the way, the American people just trying to stay above water don't understand this. You tell them what the American Recovery Act was, they look at you like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's Putin's fault, and you're too stupid to realize what he did. Why are you so stupid? That's the message they're going with. And obviously, these are blatant lies. Occasionally, you'll come across an honest broker from the other side. Not often, but you do have to give some credit to Larry Summers, an Obama economist who called him out for it.
This is a grave problem. The president was wrong to blame this month's number on Ukraine. Everybody had been expecting from the time before Putin launched the invasion that inflation was going to accelerate from January to February. This is a consequence fundamentally of an overheated economy, and we're not going to have a full solution until we do something about that overheated economy.
Ouch. And we have, man, I hate to even say this, because isn't there enough bad news out there? The worst is actually yet to come. Remember this. Remember, when you start to feel inflation, that's not because of things that are happening right now. That's because of things that were happening way before. This took time to get down to us. The inflation you're starting to feel now, a lot of this is because of things we did prior to Joe Biden even taking office. He's taken office and made everything worse. Look, we have some hard times coming. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, even though she's a disgusting communist liar, at least finally came out and told you it's coming.
I don't want to make a prediction exactly as to what's going to happen in the second half of the year. You know, we're likely to see another year in which 12-month inflation numbers remain very uncomfortably high.
Uncomfortably high? That doesn't sound good. And look, what are they actually doing about inflation? Everyone knows why you get inflation. You print unbacked money, lots of it. You print a dollar that's not backed, You've lowered the value of the dollar. We printed 80% of the money in existence in the last 2 years. What do you think is going to happen? Remember 15 days to slow the spread? You know what, pause on that. I'm not going to go off. It should be known, though, what's their plan to fight inflation? They just passed a $1.5 trillion bill with the help of Republicans. They don't have a plan to fight inflation. Their plan seems to be make inflation worse. And back to my sky is green theory. They're going to tell you now that the sky is green. They're going to tell you the economy, inflation, government spending actually helps it.
It's important to dispel some of those who say, well, it's the government spending. No, it isn't. The government spending is doing the exact reverse, reducing the national debt. It is not inflationary.
So I'm sick of this stuff. We have to talk about it because the American people think the reason for inflation is government spending more money. Simply not true.
Now do you understand my sky is green theory and why it gets brought up time and time again now? They're going to blame Putin. They're going to blame you for being too stupid to realize how good you have it. And they're going to lie. The economy's good and spending doesn't cause inflation. This is, look, I don't have anything to tell you except remember, this is what happens when we have the dumbest people in our society leading our society. This is what happens. We have the dumbest, most corrupt, least capable people in America leading America. We actually stopped a $20 trillion economy for a virus. And then with it stopped, we just started printing money. What did you think was going to happen? I was screaming about it for 2 years. Day one, when it was announced, I said, do you see what you're doing? Well, the bill comes due. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me, like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.